It's an emergency response headache for New York City. Some EMS technicians say radio service on the subway is inadequate and potentially dangerous. TV 1055 political reporter Marcia Kramer explains the communication concerns.
City cops are known as the finest and firefighters the bravest, but some emergency medical technicians say they should be known as the weakest because their radio signals are so weak they often don't work when they respond to calls in the subway. They say it's like that old telephone commercial, "Can you hear me now?"
Underground EMS communications is very hit or miss. There are spots in the subway system where it works. There are lots and lots more that it doesn't work, and when our members roll in, they actually don't know whether they're in a good spot or a bad spot.
EMS responders were a key part of yesterday's active shooter terror drill, where officials bragged about everything, including the communications between agencies.
We provide a level of safety for our public. It's taking the person out of the harm's way.
Officials say communications at big multi-agency events is usually top-notch. Their biggest concern, the small everyday events, calls to stop the train to care for sick passengers. That happens an average of 3,000 times a month, an average of 36,000 times a year. And in those cases,
one member would have to actually go either up the subway stairs, up to the surface to transmit information, or would have to be used as a relay to reach dispatch if the person working on the patient on a platform cannot reach dispatcher from the patient's side.
A spokesman for the fire department says they've been testing the radios over the past year and have found they work about 70% of the time at the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's 278 underground stations. The FDNY refused to reveal the location of trouble spots and how the EMS radios work in key stations like Grand Central, Times Square, and Penn Station.
We'd like to know that our radios are going to work, and whether it's a big emergency or one person having a cardiac.
Is it acceptable that it doesn't work?
No, it's not acceptable. It needs to be fixed.
The fire department says it's meeting with the MTA to figure out how to fix the problem. In the newsroom, I'm Marcia Kramer, TV 1055.